draft?
I think I like compLexity's a bit better. I think the Chen pick really rounded it out really well.
For a shockwave, again, he actually found another one in the jungle. Slithering Crush will go, looking for it, or Beastmaster's Misery solo is going to deny himself as he went for, of course, the continues to be harassed central, and DC have a tough time down here. And looking, Swindles is going to find another Crush here in just a moment. He's just going to right click for a fair bit. There's the Crush going through. Arctic Burn should be ready, and it is. This might be your first blood. Good Sun ready to heal him up, and Swindles has to back away. Wave of Terror, Hanskin might get the job done, and he will. Still, mightn't get the trade for Saksa, and Hanskin not going down yet. He's been scouted out. They've got Splinter Blast and Sunstrike on top. Hanskin will take the damage. They split it in compLexity. They get two, they lose nothing.
That Z-Freak is slightly underleveled compared to a normal Chen.
Z-Freak right now. Chronosphere, top lane, Sunray onto Limp, Sunstrike to follow up as well, do some damage, can dip her chain away, but the bash comes out from Move, perfectly timed. Chakram is there, will do nothing, Saksa stays alive. No Icarus dive, TP coming in from Swindles. He's going to sprint up, they have the creeps coming in, they're instead going to look for Move, who's the bigger target, and they will trade effectively. Great rotations from compLexity as Z-Freak, maybe he can, Jesse walks back in, now Misery's caught. There's going to be the Arctic Burn coming through, Splinter Blast is up in 3 seconds, no mana there. Weeha's just pelting him from the low ground. Still looking for that roar. Sunstrike, he'll find it. Cold Embrace will not save him, and DC will end up getting the kill. He is just going to get pushed back for the time being. With amp damage up, he does need to be careful. Swindles is sprinting. Dire's Courier is going to fall on the other side. I think it was the wraparound here from the Beast.
Going to have to defend the top lane here, but it's getting kind of scary with Chronosphere as well as Roar. They have two good ways to set up a Sunstrike kill, and very likely they'll get it. So I don't know if compLexity can benefit.
Yeah, Swindle is already TPing out. He's like, you guys take this tower, but down bottom it looks like Limp's in trouble as the Icarus dive came through. Resolution, Magic Missile, that'll grab the kill on the Timbersaw. Much needed, they'll trade 1 for 1. As the Phoenix does fall, Swindle's coming in looking for that Slithering Crush. He'll find it, and damage is up next as well. Can they bring him down? Move. Chronosphere initiation. Resolution, Wave of Terror is up and ready. Do they have the damage on Swindles? He's low. Good call and Embrace. Swindle's pushed into the tree line. Might actually save his life. The axe is not enough. There's the Winter's Curse, move back up to pretty good HP with the Slithering Crush on top, time perfectly from Swindle Melons. Beautifully done, and Misery amp damage up. He's about to fall. One more right click, one more Slithering Crush will do the job, and there it is. Swindle finds himself a double kill. Great initiation from compLexity, and they'll look for it. They'll just sit into the tree line. If they find that swap into Magic Missile, that's a Sunstrike surely kill, but already wrapping in mid as Weeha's going to get caught now. Splinter Blast, Arctic Burn, he's in trouble. The Bear doing work. Now the Sunstrike on top of Tessie will blow him up first. He's down. Now Timbersaw comes in, misses the Timber Chain. Chakram doing some damage, but Resolution going to work. The Wave of Terror, the Chronosphere, onto 3 from Moo. Limp is barely alive, but will end up falling to Saksa Sunray. Hodge gets next to Icarus dive, the flyby. Moo will find a second one for himself, gets the double, and now they'll clean up the Chen army ends up. Great Crush onto 3. They'll find Moo, but Swindles, that's all he'll get out of that engagement. Magic Missile will go through his neck. They get off the hand of God, send back in time, not there. Resolution breaks it down. The Tornado doing some work. He will fall.
Oh, is he going to get the double?
Z-Freak looking for another. He will. Z-Freak gets Saksa with a double kill.
Oh, he might kill him.
Can't find Misery with that Test of Faith. Too far away. You can see would be pure damage. Might have been enough to bring him down. Would have been close, but still it is a nuts trade at the end of the day. If we look at the fight recap, it is 4 for 3. The edge does go to DC, but barely. Sunstrike, nicely done. Weehaw. Right on point.
Oh, I was right. If they didn't do that, that would have been an amazing team fight win for DC, but what a close game. I can't wait to watch the rest of this game.
And they're not done yet. Weeha's the Crush. They have the Sunstrike up. Swindle will take most of the damage, but Weeha's about to fall. Arctic Burn and the Timbersaw doing the majority of the damage there. Sunray's up, Swindle will about to fall. There's going to be the usage of that Winter's Curse. Does nothing, doesn't stop Saksa from using a Sunray. Swap back, Limp in trouble. Resolution needs a couple more right clicks. He's got stun in one, but now Limp gets away with the Timber Chain in time. Hanskin not so lucky, but he's far.
Winter Wyvern might get a kill with this.
Arctic Burn, he has the Winter's Curse coming out. He got the bar. That is not the play, Hanskin. They get the Aegis for Vengeful Spirit. Good Splinter Blast, Time Walk to avoid all of that damage. The Bear is still in. Swap out from Resolution, and he gets the Bounty Rune. Resolution style, and Icarus dive is up. There's the next to keep them fighting. Saksa will get stunned up. He'll fall, but everyone else should be able to keep you out. No sense our Conqueror stomp. Limp doesn't get that Chakram in time, and they're still chasing. They do get the Entangle off to Resolution. He's completely out of mana, mind you. He's close to that tier 2 tower, but they have no other TPs coming in. As of course, Misery, or rather, excuse me, Weeha is up towards that top lane. Resolution getting caught out. There's the Entangle coming through, and it looks like he might lose that Aegis, but can they defend this? Move with no mana and no Chronosphere. Misery also, he does have Roar. Resolution getting destroyed. Sunstrike though, it'll hit onto Swindles and Limp. The Roar comes out, doesn't do enough damage to Limp, however, he's taking tower hits. They'll take 2 for the side of complexity. Swindles will fall to the tower in the Necro units, but they do lose Resolution.
Very hard for him to get them.
No phase boots on either him or his Spirit Bear, I don't believe.
Not too weird, but at minimum, normally, if you plan to fight...
He doesn't even have boots on his Spirit Bear,
Where
actually.
did Timbersaw just die?
He's got
Sunstrike.
He goes, Smoke of Deceit, they're the ones on the hunt, and they're about to find Swindle Melons blinking. Chronosphere swap out, no! That's not the play, although it's still okay for the time being. Winter's Curse will come in, Swindle's still taking some ray damage, good for Southern Crush. Axes might finish him off, he's still burning down from the Fire Spirits and will end up falling, and Hanskin might actually be next. That was an awkward play. Does still work out in the end. Thank God. Book could be it. Breaks. And they're going to look for it. Oh, Spirit avoids it. Nicely done with Swindle's blink away. Misery looking for a Roar. He gets it off. Savage Roar a little bit too late in there. There's going to be the Icarus side. Sunstrike on the lip. Will do some nice damage. Not nearly enough. Swap back. Resolution looking for Swindles. Good Winter's Curse. The Chakra will be right on top. They should have the neck ready to go. Resolution looks like he might fall. It's a 1-for-1 exchange. Weehaw, though, is doing some serious. The Submarine top helping Saksa and the rest of the crew go through. Tornado is going to catch Seafreak. He will probably fall. But Moo looking for more. Chessie should get an Entangle proc here if he's lucky. Unfortunately, not able to do so. And on the other side, Seafreak, as I mentioned, will fall. Hanskin, he's going to be able to look forward and say, I probably don't want to fight this. Gets off the Cold Embrace from the Bear and then just leaves. Sunstrike though will hit. The Bear will take some damage and will inevitably fall with 1 or 2 more right clicks. Weehaw instead looking for Hanskin. He wants him. He wants more blood. They've got a 3-for-1 exchange, and now Chessie, he's being chased down. He's got a TP, gets off a good Savage Roar, but Tornado will connect, and Weehaw is making some serious plays on this Invoker. Chessie getting jumped on with a Time Walk, bashed up and brought down by Digital Chaos. It is a 4 for, what, 2 exchange? No.
Honestly, I think Swindles is doing fine. I don't put Swindles dying on him at all. If they kill the Bear here, it's really bad.
Sunray, they cannot let this Spirit Bear go down. They're going to roar it. There's the Necro 3. They killed the Lone Druid, and with him going down, then of course it's the Bear next as well. And the back now it won't be backdoor protected. They can go. Although Chessie is back up in 8, he still doesn't have a Bear for another 35 seconds. And Swindles and Limp are going to try to have to do this on their own with Weehaw and how farmed he is. Bots, Aghanim Scepter, level 4, Invoke, Blink.
So everything's looking really tough for complexity here. They can still win fights, but they've got to pick off the zeros out of position. They've got to get effective initiations, that kind of stuff. Maybe
ready to go. Resolution now has that Aegis, not to mention he can sit from the low ground and use his Dragonlance with the Alacrity to go to work. A Wave of Terror, clear out the creep wave as well. He's looking for a swap. He's going to find it. Hanskin roared up. He wanted to get the Winter's Curse off. Does he have buyback? Absolutely not. And Limp is maybe next. Moo's going to work. Supernova on top of that beautiful Chronosphere from Moo. And it looks like they'll lose Seafreak on top. He gets the mech out. He gets off the Hand of God. Good Winter's Curse. They do get the buyback. Moo will fall. Swindles jumps in. BKB is now down. Limps up, doing some decent damage with that Chakraman Timber Chain. But Weehaw has a triple kill. He's about to find an Ultra. He will. Can they get him the Rampages? No. Saksa, he picks up the double kill on Dominating Spree. And that should be it, Purge. What a first game from Digital Chaos here in this best of 3 series against complexity.
Yeah, it was actually a very close game. It may not look like it right now, but those first couple fights were absolutely dead even, and then the couple afterwards, Cole got a great pick off on the Invoker. A little overextension afterwards led to them losing 3 heroes, which led to a Roche, which led to Cole forcing these fights that weren't quite ideal, and they just kept losing more and more. And if you take fights that go even or bad for you when your Lone Druid doesn't have Radiance yet, it puts you in this kind of a position where you've got to kind of throw yourself at your opponents. They didn't back after they got that Invoker kill and immediately go for Roche. That's what they needed to do. Swindles, that was the maybe the only big mistake that I saw him make the entire game. Other than that, he played fantastic. Was that he went for the Phoenix, which ended up getting them caught in this long engagement where they lost 3 heroes and Roche because of it.
It became a snowball out of control type of game for Digital Chaos, and I don't think complexity should feel that bad about this loss. In all honesty, I think they played pretty well. The draft, you could argue they got outdrafted to a certain extent. I don't think that's necessarily the case. But
I don't agree with that. I think that their draft was decent. They just needed their Timbersaw to hit a little harder. I thought they did great in their dual offlane with Chen aggression. That was awesome. It really limited what Resolution was doing. It literally came down to not getting far behind before they got Radiance on Lone Druid. They needed to get the Invoker pick off, take Roche, finish Radiance, and then they start fighting all the time. But they kept taking all these fights when Lone Druid didn't have his Radiance. And Lone Druid without Radiance and no boots is just, it doesn't do anything. It's a terrible carry before that, so you got